starting off strong, man. It's playoff time. But before wild card started, man, we had a couple people speaking out. Like Tyreek Hill saying, man, he want out of Miami.
He's like, we ain't make the playoffs. I ain't want to be on this team. I make the playoffs.
I want y'all to tell me how y'all feel about it. Then I'm going to tell you what happened and why Tyreek Hill feel about this.
Well, here's the thing. This is the first year that Tyreek has not made the playoffs, especially with the Miami Dolphins.
True.
Now, a bit of this is raw and, of course, out of emotion.
True.
Because it was an unfortunate season that Miami looked like they were well on their way to the playoffs. Maybe not winning the division, but at least getting into the playoffs. But Tua ended up missing 5-6 games due to that concussion, and they had to play catch-up. Now, it is a very, very bad loss that they lost to a bum Jets team. I mean, that's a pathetic loss. Pathetic loss. Disgusting. And the thing about the Dolphins is they lost a lot of games that they needed to win as well. And I feel that Tyreek is fed up because, for one, Tua can't stay healthy. And Miami cannot win the big one.
Definitely.
They just can't. I mean, that Green Bay Thanksgiving night game,
embarrassing.
They needed to win. Embarrassing. And I feel like, Tyreek is at that point in his career where, he wants another ring.
I think he messed up, man. If he was about winning, he would have stayed with the Chiefs.
True.
Because the Chiefs couldn't offer him like max money, but I think it was only like a $6 million difference at the end of the day. And he's talking about, I got to feed my family and stuff. But so is it about the little bit of more millions, or is it about winning? Because if it was about winning, he definitely could have stayed there. He definitely could have got it by endorsements and being a champion and being a face of the league. But I don't know. I think he shot himself in the foot, and he wants to get out of the situation now.
True, exactly. I mean, since he's been in Miami, he hasn't really been doing that much. I mean, he's just been getting in trouble.
Games.
Only thing I remember when I think about Tyreek Hill is him being put on the floor by the cops.
We talked about that earlier this season.
Exactly, that's all you remember. I mean, it's like
week one started off very, very, very spicy.
Exactly, and like you said, man, Tua been out at least 6 games this season, so it's been slowing him down. He hasn't been hitting his numbers. This is like the worst season he had since 2019.
Starting quarterbacks out.
Yeah, so it's really hard to, and then you really don't have any backup quarterbacks. Hard to get your numbers. Running game wasn't really showing up like that. I mean, then on top of that, he left in the middle of the Jets game. I mean, you can't do that, man. I'm tired of people always leaving in the middle of the game. But I mean, they said
he
pulled in Antonio Brown basically because he told the coach that he's not going back in. He just didn't walk off the field.
There's a lot of
So he quit on his team.
He quit on his team, man. That's pretty bad.
Where could you see him going? I'm gonna say maybe possibly the Rams.
Let's him go to the Rams. The Chargers.
He should join the Steelers.
The Falcons, the Ravens.
We only have crazy
Commanders.
receivers.
I don't know about the Falcons because they got Drake London as their number one.
They need somebody.
Put him with
all they got
Pickens.
is Drake London.
They'll probably draft somebody.
Put him with Pickens.
Commanders, I could probably see them drafting that guy.
What about Green? Oh, you can't see. I will say Green Bay, but it's too cold. I don't think he'd be in the cold. It's that cold weather.
Green Bay's probably going to get rid of Christian Watson.
Exactly. Oh, didn't he just get hurt? Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, nobody wants to be in that cold.
But
Green Bay.
But Jordan Love just forgets. Jordan Love can't consistently get his receivers involved.
True.
It's too much of the hot hand. He can't. He needs to pick a guy. Okay, this is my guy. Yeah. So hopefully, maybe with Tyreek, if that will be, he'll be the guy. But I could definitely see if he does go to Green Bay, get frustrated that he's not getting involved because they're a run-first offense.
Yeah. I mean, this is the best team for him. I mean, only other team would be good for him as a Ram. Maybe
Denver.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that'd be good.
Cortland to me is a number 2.
You still think Cortland's a number 2? I think we just did.
Yeah.
I mean, we gonna see. But I mean, anything else you gotta say about Tyreek Hill in this situation?
No, nothing really. I mean, I just think it's a bad look for him. But I think he's good enough that he's still going to get at least one more chance somewhere else. So we'll see. And, he's under contract. So, I mean, they have to honor his request and trade him. I mean, they don't have to. Yeah. But I don't know if he might, threaten to sit or,
Should the Dolphins draft a backup quarterback this draft?
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
For sure.
Yeah, I can see. I would say,
or at least look and see what's available.
Linebacker,
with their picks.
Draft somebody, a linebacker. Or draft another quarterback because they definitely need somebody. Because Tua, he's already on the 2nd concussion. So I mean, at least
he's had more than 2. Yeah, he's on his 4th.
Oh. We had one last season. This
He's
season,
as bad as little Steve.
Last season.
This season.
Last season. The one before that.
And they say he had a couple. Maybe had one.
Before that, he's had at least like.
He's about at his limit.
Oh yeah, he's
I
at his limit.
said Tua was like a Steve.
He had a lot of them.
Hard.
The doctor told him don't play contact sports.
Disrespectful. But y'all comment down below how y'all feel about this whole Tyreek Hill situation. Is he just being emotional? Is it something in the Miami water? Because Jimmy Butler going through the same thing. But moving.